Kobe, day one, how'd it feel out there?
Hey, coming back to Hawaii for you, is it feeling good for you? You like coming here?
It does, man. It's a lot of great memories here, you know. And I think it was 8 years ago the last time we were here. It doesn't seem that way. You know, time went by really fast, but a lot of great memories, man.
19 years ago was your first camp, Byron Scott's last camp as a Laker. I mean, how does that feel as far as the 180 that you're coming back?
It feels beautiful. I mean, it's kind of the cyclical nature of sports, right? And, it feels good to be in this moment.
Do you remember anything from that camp that you can help with teaching D'Angelo as far as his first camp now?
Well, I mean, just little details about the game here and there, you know. But he loves the game, you know. And when you have a player that loves the game, it's really just my responsibility to make sure he never loses sight of it through difficult moments and even the great moments. Always just focus on the love of the game, because once you have that, you'll problem solve everything, right? And once you stay focused on that, so it's my job to really keep him locked in.
What impresses you the most about him so far?
Great poise. I mean, he has a lot of poise out there. He's very calm under duress. Doesn't seem really fazed by much.
Kevin, what's this been like the past 3 weeks for you as you're getting back on the routine?
It's been fun. It's been fun, man. I've worked pretty hard, so I feel pretty good about where I'm at. And, it's been exciting, man. I've been looking forward to it.
You just talked about the love of basketball, being away from it and having to miss as many games as you have. That love for basketball, has it intensified, you feel like, because of that?
Sure. I mean, it only grows stronger and stronger, you know, as time goes on, and the appreciation for the game increases even more, which just does nothing more but increase the love for it.
It's been a while since you guys have been back in Hawaii. What is it like to have the team back?
It feels good. I mean, it's a little strange because I remember like it was yesterday being here, and all of my teammates that were here before that are all now either retired or coaching. So,
on TV.
Yeah, or on TV, right? So it's a little strange to look around and see so many young guys, but at the same time, you feel a great sense of responsibility to try to guide them as best as I can.
You've been here so many times. You feel like a local already?
I felt like a local from day one.
Kobe, there's obviously a lot of new faces. Did anyone impress you in any way physically or how?
Really hard to tell. We didn't do much in the form of playing today. We did a lot of conditioning.
Okay.
So it's tough to tell.
Did you participate fully? Were you limited at all today?
No, not limited, but we're being smart. I'm in great condition. I could run all day. It's just a matter of not having to do it in practice. You don't want to beat up the joints too much.
How did Meta look out there today?
Look great. Look fine.
Same old Meta?
Yeah, which is a great thing.
But what's being smart mean at this stage of camp? Like, what are you
don't push
saying
it too much. Like you do enough running to get a sweat in, get a nice push, get your legs activated a little bit. But truthfully, my conditioning is at a high level already. So there's no need to push that. Right? You don't want to beat up the joints, beat up the ligaments any more than you have to. It's more so getting some game activation, like the drills that we do, contact drills, timing, things like that, because I haven't done that in a long time. So.
Is this the injury you're coming back from now? Is anything like the leg injuries in terms of like trying to test things out as you come back?
It's a little easier to get through, honestly. I mean, the truth is, even with a completely torn shoulder, I was playing and shooting. I felt strong still. So now that it's fixed up, it should be fine, right? Legs are different. Everything you do on the court centers around the legs. You can't hide that stuff. You know what I mean? So it's a lot easier than dealing with the lower leg.
Kobe, even though the shoulder's healed, is there anything you have to do post in terms of kind of recovery treatment?
Yeah, modalities, massage, ice, and something that I have to tend to pretty much every day, but every part of my body is at this point.
What's kind of the plan as far as the regimen for preseason?
Well, I mean, I continue to do the training that I've been doing, and try to get stronger, outside of here at practice. In practice, really try to get some competition reps. Get moving defensively, get the rotations down again, things like that.
Is there a plan as far as how much participation in the exhibition games?
I mean, I won't play a whole heck of a lot. I'll play, and I think it's right to try to play as many of these preseason games as possible. No, I don't expect playing a whole heck of a lot.
You know, when the season starts at age 37, there's a bunch of young kids coming into the league. How much personal fun is it for you to tame some of these young bucks?
Well, I mean, it's the challenge of competition, right? You're trying to figure out what you can and can't do, and try to keep them at bay as much as possible. You know what I mean?
Bring
It's
it on,
exciting.
kid.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting.
Kobe, I know you said
OG
yesterday-
status.
I know you said yesterday the whole knee thing was a big deal, but Byron's been like very critical of himself, how he handled all that. Have you had to kind of console him a little bit in that regard, or have any talk with him about that?
No, not really. I mean, I think it's like you keep getting the same questions asked over and over. So at some point, you start questioning yourself. It's not. To me, it's not much of a big deal, honestly. Last year, with the minutes that I played, I still felt pretty good. And none of us knew that I was playing with a torn shoulder all season long.
Right.
But the legs felt fine. When you look at the minutes, the first thing that you got to look at is the legs.
So what does that tell you moving forward? Where even if you are conservative, there's still an air of uncertainty to some degree.
Well, I mean, it's just you just knock on wood and hope you don't have a serious injury. The injuries that I've had the last 3 years have been serious injuries. It's not things where you have sore muscles or things like that. I mean, these serious injuries are kind of freak injuries. So you just gotta hope you don't have one.
Kobe, you talked about limited participation, whether it's practices or preseason games.
I didn't hear the first part.
You talked about limited participation in practices or preseason games, stuff like that. But particularly with games, that a lot of people come watch you play. How do you balance kind of wanting to put on a show for people, but also listening to your body?
Yeah, when I'm out there and I'm playing, I give 110%. That's what you have to do. Whether it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whether it's 10 minutes, it's my job to approach it with playoff intensity, playoff focus. And if I can go, I will definitely play. I'm sure we'll limit minutes, things of that nature, but it's definitely my responsibility to step out there and play.
Do you have an idea that is like 82 the full goal, or given everything, is it just game by game by game? We'll see.
Well, it's my job to train to be prepared for all 82. And then, whether we want to scale back or I can't play, we'll figure it out when the time comes. But it's my job to try to be physically ready to play all 82. Man, it's always a goal.
We talked about this last season, but do you think all minutes are created equal in terms of maybe you handle all day? That's why they have to focus so much on the minute restriction, or can you play the same amount of minutes but with less?
Yeah,
or is it something
no,
where
it's all minutes are definitely going to create equal. I think we got some guys here this year that can really take a lot of load off. D'Angelo and Clarkson, their ability to handle and create and make plays, and Julius making plays. I mean, it's I think the minutes that I do play won't be as heavy of minutes as they have been in the past.
Did you go overseas all this summer doing any procedures, or just a matter of dealing with?
I didn't. Didn't really need to. I felt pretty good.
Thanks, Kobe.
Got it.
Vieni a festeggiare, si fa